Hello, um, welcome to the Open Football Show. This is the show where we discuss issues that are currently trending, especially in the world of sporting activities. My name is Abdelmugis. As usual, I'll be doing this with my man, Koko Drew. We've just finished watching the game between Leicester City and then Tottenham Hotspur. It was a competitive game, and most of us Ghanaians, our focus was on Fatawu Issahaku. Remember, he was a very instrumental figure for Leicester City in their qualification to the English Premier League, and today he made his debut in the English Premier League, and he didn't disappoint because he completed the game with an assist. Mind you, he was not substituted. He played the entire 90 minutes. Kildi,
yes.
What do you have to say about Fatawu Issahaku?
Personally, when I was watching the game, I saw him taking the Tamale energy. Yes, I saw him taking that Tamale energy to the English Premier League. First game of the EPL, first game that he's showing what he's got. And I mean, in the first half, if you saw what he did to Maddison, he played him out of the game. And I love his confidence level. When I was watching him, I told myself that, look, this is the first time in so many years that I have seen a Ghanaian player that confident on the ball. The last time I saw, or I can remember seeing a Ghanaian player having that confidence was the time ACN was at Chelsea. That was the last time. This boy is going places. This boy is going places.
It never looked as though it was his maiden campaign in the English Premier League. It appears as though he has been playing in the English league for so long. Looking at the energy, like you've mentioned, the energy he brought into the game, how he was able to quickly gel with his colleagues. He was quite fantastic.
Exactly, you are right, because this is he's young. He has that youthful exuberance running in him, and he wants to prove a point. And I see Fatawu becoming a leader, because if you watched the game, he was able to even approach referees, the officials, when decisions were not right. When he went in for some tackles and there was foul calls against him, he was able to, fight or talk his case out with the linesmen. And I believe that this is the mark of a leader. This is the mark of someone that, as we put it here in Ghana, he doesn't fear anybody. And in football these days, these are the sort of confidence levels we are looking at. My question is, how long can Leicester City hold on to Fatawu Issahaku? For this season, I know yes, but in the next season or two, I see Fatawu rising.
Do you foresee Fatawu Issahaku replicating the form that he exhibited in the championship, in the English Premier League? Because you look at the championship, he contributed to 19 goals. If you combine both the goals he scored and the assist. Now he's in the English Premier League. Myself and you, we know how competitive the English league is. If you want to look at the differences between the championship and the English league, even though there are similarities, but it is completely not the same. There is a vast difference between the championship and the English league, with the signal that he has already sent out there to the teaming fans and all those of us who are football sympathizers in the first game. Don't you think in few games to come, the opponent coaches will start to map out strategies to be able to curtail the threat that he will be possessing?
Well, if that was the case, I believe that opposing clubs or teams would have curtailed Ronaldo, would have been able to curtail Messi, would have been able to curtail someone like Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham. I see Fatawu in that group. He is someone that if you plan to play him out, he will surprise you. Charlie, the boy is very confident. And with the championship, comparing it with the premiership, you know, the championship is very difficult. Even looking at the
number of matches,
the number of matches, and what is at stake. You know, these boys, they put in their all. That is why when the premiership sides meet the championship sides in the cup games, they really find it very difficult playing them. And so they have brought that same energy. Not much has changed from the side that qualified Leicester into the premiership. And we are talking about his goal contribution.
It seems they took it off from where they left off in the championship. First game, he has assisted James Vardy to score, and it was a crucial goal that granted them a point in the game against Spurs.
With Vardy, for him, as you said, he's a veteran, and if you watched the game before the game, he declared himself fit for this game, and the coach decided that I will not let you start. He came off the bench and he has delivered. And you talk about his combination, how he's able to understand Fatawu's passes, his movement and everything. You realize that it is there. But Vardy is growing. I mean, the Vardy that won Leicester the Premiership
title
is not the Vardy of today. And I believe that they will do a lot of corrections. And this 1-1 draw is a big boost for them. You know, being relegated and coming back to the Premier League. I mean, it's a big deal, and I don't think they would want to go back again. And they will do everything. The Leicester team is a good team that we should watch out for. For me, when I was watching them, I realized I was saying to myself that they are playing as if they were never relegated, as if they've been in the Premiership all season. They understand how the Premiership goes.
They've been able to maintain a core of their squad.
Exactly.
And it's only Enzo Maresca who has left the club and he has joined Chelsea. And I think the coach who has succeeded Enzo Maresca, he has also shown glimpses of the fact that he's going to be a force to reckon with in the league, because this is a league that tactics come to play.
Exactly.
Every match you will have to revise your nose. Even in one game, there is a tendency that you change your tactics, you vary your tactics as many times as possible if you want to be on top there, like the Manchester Cities and so on and so forth. So I think like you said, Fatawu Issahaku, we are all happy for him as Ghanaians. 2 years ago, Ishmael was saying it. We were with him at the Aliu Muhammad Stadium. Today, look at where he is. I think that alone is a great inspiration for all of us, that look, in whatever sphere of life you find yourself, you should never give up. You should keep pushing. Tomorrow, next. You don't know the plan that the Almighty Allah or God has for you. You can get there.
Yeah, and exactly. Your story can change in a matter of minutes, if not seconds. Look, your story can change. And I believe that Fatawu, where he has gotten to, I mean, it's not by chance. He deserves it, and he has put in the work, and he has the talent. And I also really love the people around him. I don't know any of them, but if you see someone making it, then you know that that person has a core team around him that is advising him and taking the best decisions for him. Look at his transitions. We were told he's going to Sporting. He went to another team now. He came to Leicester City in the Championship, and people had issues. Why is he leaving the Portuguese Premiership and now going to play in the Championship? Today, he is in the English Premier League.
And it should tell you that some moves as a player are blessings in disguise.
Exactly.
Because look, how many of us thought that it was a good move, moving from Portugal to England to play in the Championship, like you rightly indicated. But today, look at where he is. Because at Sporting Lisbon, his career was under threat, whether you like it or not, because he was not getting playing time.
And you know, some were saying that he should have stayed. After a season, he would have gotten. Look at the Portuguese league. You are now in the Championship. You don't know your fate. Now he's in the Premier League. And I'm telling
the limelight.
He's in the limelight. Guardiola is watching him. Ancelotti is watching him.
Arteta is watching him.
They are all watching him.
Everyone.
And in the Premiership, if you're a Ghanaian, I mean, you have the upper hand. When you put in a little effort,
yeah.
you get to play in the top four
let's
teams.
look at Mohamed Kudus.
Exactly.
All of us are excited about his output in the field of play, week in week out for West Ham United. But today we are lucky to have Abdul Fatawu Issahaku join the likes of Kudus and then Jordan Ayew in the English Premier League. At least it gives us some sense of excitement, and we look forward to seeing him more in action for Leicester City week in week out. And with what we've seen, the coach trusting Fatawu Issahaku, his first major campaign in the English Premier League, to play full 90 minutes. Trust me, it's a big statement. And he didn't just disappoint. He didn't just add to the numbers. He contributed significantly to Leicester City securing a point from this game.
With an assist.
I am so excited for the boy. He was invited to the national team to play for the Black Stars. He was not getting playing time at a point because, this agenda setting journalists, some of them, not all, they started mounting pressure on the Black Stars to drop the guy because he has received several call-ups and they've not seen any significant impact he has had on the Black Stars. Today, look at him.
Exactly.
You and I, we don't need to tell Coach Otuado that Fatawu Issahaku deserves to be
but I
part
told
of
you,
any squad that is going
for
to
the
be
first
called.
time in a long time, this is me watching a Premiership game that I'm seeing a Ghanaian that is fully confident, very, very, very confident on the ball, and I'm so happy. Those days it was ACN. We can talk of Suleiman Tari during his days at Portsmouth and all that. Now we have Fatawu Issahaku and we have Mohamed Kudus. I don't know if you're anticipating or you are waiting for Leicester West Ham United.
It is going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker because look, these guys, there is this very cool relationship between them. Whenever they are in the Black Stars, you see them moving together and doing everything, virtually everything together. Now, you remember when they were giving the Ghana Football Awards, when Kudus mounted the stage to pick the award as the best Ghanaian footballer of the year, he requested that Fatawu Issahaku must join him
on stage.
On stage. And it happened. His request was granted. It should tell you the kind of bond that they have between them. They should understand that when they meet Leicester against West Ham United, we should expect a cracker.
Yes,
because these are boys who want to, they want to own the game.
Exactly.
And it reminds me the days of Andre Ayew and his brother Jordan, when one was playing for Swansea City and one was playing for Crystal Palace. Whenever they met in the English League, you could see the kind of was he playing for Swansea?
Yes,
Andre
Swansea
Ayew at the
City,
time. Whenever there was a day they met, both of them scored a goal. I don't know whether you remember. It was that exciting to watch. So we are really looking forward to Abdul Fatawu Issahaku's how he has stormed the English League. We are looking forward to see the excitement that
Issahaku versus Kudus.
It
is going to be a clash of skill, strength, and intelligence. They have some serious footballing IQ that you remember Kudus's goal, the overhead kick. I mean, it's still one of the best goals for the whole of last season. Now Fatawu is in. I'm just waiting for the
Don't
kind
just
of
give him
goals.
the space to shoot.
I'm just looking out for the kind of goals Fatawu will be scoring.
We are so excited for the boys, and I think congratulations to Abdul Fatawu Issahaku and whoever, whether you are in Tamale, you are wherever across the world, wherever has contributed to assisting the guy reaching where he is now. I think it's a big feat. All that we have for him is that he should remain focused. He should concentrate much on his football. This is now the elite English football. He's there with the top. All the top guys, he's there. All that he's supposed to do at this point in time is to concentrate, is to train hard, is to listen to the coaches and remain disciplined. And I tell you, he's going to go places. I wouldn't be surprised in the next 2-3 years, Fatawu Issahaku will be a candidate for the African African Football of the Year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. To run it up with the matches that were also played across various league centers in the English League, we can talk about Chelsea they started off from where they left off last season. The losing streak continued. This time around, under a new coach, Enzo Maresca, he lost by 2-0 against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Arsenal also got off to a winning start after a 2-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Liverpool, Diogo Jota and Mohamed Salah registered their names on the score sheet for their new head coach, Arne Slot. And of course, what's the other? There are a couple of other matches.
Yes.
West Ham also losing to Aston Villa by 2-1 at home. Mohamed Kudus didn't find it easy. So, which particular match was your highlight of the weekend?
For me, it was shocking but not surprising that Crystal Palace lost to Brentford.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking with how Crystal Palace ended last season, I was hoping that they would win. But they lost to Brentford. They were playing away. You can account for that. But if you want to really prove a point in the EPL, these are games that you should be winning. And another game that really also shocked me was Everton losing 3-0 to Brighton. Remember, Everton last season deducted points. They were able to fight, got some of the points back. They stayed in the Premiership. And so I was thinking that going into a new season where they've cleared themselves and they are starting afresh, I was thinking that at least a draw would have been okay for Everton. But they lost. Aside that, all the other games that were played, Liverpool's game, Manchester City's game against Chelsea, look, it was obvious. In my preview and analysis, I said it. City have not changed much.
Yeah.
Chelsea have brought in a lot of new faces.
9 new players.
Yes, they must play for some time before they can gel.
The philosophy of the code too
exactly
comes to play.
It's coming in. And for Chelsea fans, I know Ishmael. let me just be frank. Let me look into the camera and just be frank with Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans, please, this season, don't think that your team is playing for any trophy in the next 2, 3, 4 seasons. You see, if you people have realized, I'm still talking to Chelsea fans, the new owner, the American owner, Todd Bowley is looking at grooming and selling. If you check the ages and how long he has signed these players that have come in, he's signing them. He
6
will groom
years,
them.
7 years
Yes, he will
contract.
sign them, groom them, and sell. He's not looking at trophies. Mark my words. Todd Bowley is not looking at trophies. Maresca said that the owners or the team wants him to build something in the next 3, 4, 5 years. What does that mean? It means that they are looking at grooming these players and selling for profit, not for the trophy. So Chelsea fans should brace themselves up. If they are hopeful for any trophies, it is not coming anytime soon.
Wow.
So with you, let me also ask you, which of the games really, went well for you or gave you that shock?
I think I must admit that I was surprised that West Ham United
Lost.
They lost at home to Aston Villa, because you look at where they also ended last season. They were very, very instrumental. They played very well. Paqueta's combination with Mohamed Kudus, even though Kurt Zuma is no more in the team, but whenever they played at home, they were very strong. I still remember West Ham United beating Chelsea in the first round last season. They beat a couple of other big teams at their home ground. So coming up against an Aston Villa side, even though you can't write off Aston Villa because look at where they ended last season, it tells you that they also played their cards well. But still, I was looking at the support and the confidence with which West Ham United usually have when they are playing at home. I was thinking that at least a draw would have been a fair result for them, but this is the English Premier League, and it ended not in a good way for for West Ham United. But kudos to Aston Villa. They were very, very, very fantastic on the day, and they deserve the 3 maximum points that they picked up.
Yes, the EPL has started. First week games and we have a long way to go, and it's going to be very, very exciting. I think from here we can shift.
Sure.
So now let's quickly look at La Liga, and then we would wrap it up. Would you want to talk on Mbappe? Because I also want to talk about Mbappe.
First game for him ended with a trophy.
Okay.
He scored a brilliant goal. He got all the praises for winning the UEFA Super Cup in his first game for Real Madrid. After that blockbuster move, because I'll call it blockbuster because we know the controversies that came with it. After he signed for Real Madrid, we all knew the amount of money that he's gonna be paid and all those stuffs. But first game against Mallorca, it didn't go according to plan for Ancelotti and his boys. But trust me, this is not a team that you can just write off after their first game. They will still come back. They will come back heavily, especially in the second round of the Spanish La Liga. So let's not write off Real Madrid just because they played the first game. Mbappe will integrate himself very well with the rest of his colleagues, and he's going to score a lot of goals. He's going to create a very good combination with the likes of Vinicius, Rodrigo, and co. So I don't think Real Madrid should be written off like that. You remember last season, it started the same way, but they ended up winning a lot of matches, and then they won the trophy. So I think it's just the first game, though it didn't go according to Real Madrid's plan. But trust me, they will bounce back.
I want to pick it from what the Spanish newspapers wrote about Kylian Mbappe's first La Liga game. You see, Mbappe should brace himself up, because in La Liga, the Spanish media, they will come at you, because it looks as if the Spanish media, they all have camps. If you go to Spain, that is how it works. So he should just call Ronaldo and ask Ronaldo how he coped with the Spanish media. 3 newspapers in Spain. Then I will now bring my La Liga preview to rest. The Spanish press, they are already coming for Kylian Mbappe. Marca reported, big banner headline, that he didn't shine on his debut in La Liga. That was the headline. Dario
Butre.
Dario AS says that the real leader of the team remains Vinicius, a tireless entrepreneur. So you see the confusion they are trying to create now. Now Mundo Deportivo says that a first game without efficiency from Mbappe. So this is Spain for you, Mbappe. Welcome to Spain. But I mean, he's a great talent. Mbappe will deliver. Mbappe will prove all doubters wrong. For that one, I am certain. But it will take, I don't know whether it will take time. I just want to wait and see whether it will take time for him to, warm himself up, or he will gel. And you see, people are judging him based on how Jude Bellingham started when he signed. So they were thinking, okay, this guy has also come in. We want to see another Jude Bellingham coming in. But this is Kylian Mbappe, and I believe that he will prove himself. He will score goals. He will contribute to Madrid's quest this season. But as a Barca fan, I'm still praying that FC Barcelona would win La Liga this season. Even with the arrival of Kylian Mbappe, Barcelona will win.
We are done. Leave your views and opinions with us in the comment section. The next time we are going to be doing this, we'll be reading most of your comments, so that you know that we are not just sharing our perspectives on the respective topics that we've discussed. We want to hear from you, because
especially Chelsea fans.
The studio is not big to accommodate all of us, but at least our various social media pages is quite big for us to share ideas and judge. There are a lot of big matches that is going to be coming off next week, and we shall be here once again to discuss into details all the latest news in the world of sporting activities.
Chelsea fans, contribute, share your thoughts. Ishmael, go and contribute.